Howdy, with this video, I want to go over a sample doublespeak essay so you can see how to structure your essay and get a good start on it. I've uploaded the sample essay to help resources on Schoology, or Schoology, however you want to pronounce it. You'll just click on that, already got it. About open. Don't forget, we're in APA format, so you want the title page, just the page number and the header. The top page information, you're going to have an abstract eventually. Generally, it's better to do the abstract after you've written the essay because, how do you summarize something you haven't written yet, right? Then the title, then the essay. And I'm not going to read this sample essay to you word for word. You can read faster than I can talk. But you're going to notice he introduces the concept of doublespeak. And that's what you want to do with your essay. And everybody's essay is going to be a little different because everybody's doing slightly different topics. So if you're doing like a political topic, your introduction is going to be a little different than if you're doing an advertisement maybe. But kind of starts with a general introduction to doublespeak, then gets into a definition from the source up on Schoology there, the William Lutz source. And that's what I'm looking for in this first paragraph, to introduce the concept of doublespeak. Quote from Lutz, so you're quoting from an authoritative source. And then you're going to move on to introducing your primary source. Where's it coming from? If it's an advertisement, where are you seeing it at? Are you going to the website? Are you looking at a television ad to start off with? If you're doing a speech, are you using a transcript? Are you using a YouTube video? What are you doing there? If it's like taking us into the Wayback Machine, like here, he's going to talk about the Watergate scandal and Richard Nixon. I can't remember when Watergate happened off the top of my head. But it was before I had graduated from high school, that's for sure. So kind of went back and reminded us what Watergate was about, which is a good idea. And then finally, we get to the thesis. By dissecting Nixon's careful and calculated use of language in his speech, an examiner can clearly see the president's intentions and how he sought to influence the public's perception of the scandal through the use of doublespeak. So he's defined doublespeak, given us a little background with doublespeak, moved on to introducing his primary source, and then got to his thesis. For some of you, that may be one paragraph. It took him two because, again, he's had to go back quite a few years. And remind us back to 1973, so I was 9 years old. Now I'm old. But anyway, then once he has that general definition of doublespeak and he's introduced the primary source, he's going to go through the specific types of doublespeak. And this is exactly what you should be doing in your essay. He's going to start here with euphemism, and then he's going to define it using that Lutz source. And then he's going to start giving examples of euphemism going throughout Nixon's speech. If you're doing an advertisement, you're probably going to start with images and talk about how the images are working in the colors and what kind of people they're portraying and things like that. And it's going to be different with every ad, right? A weight loss ad's going to, I lost 438 pounds in 2 weeks and I feel great kind of things. Whereas a drug ad's going to do something a little bit different. Each ad's a little different, and you got to kind of work through it. So that's what's kind of fun about this essay is nobody's doing the same topic. But you're going to focus on the specific types of doublespeak within your primary source. Euphemism, jargon, weasel words, gobbledygook. You may not use all of those, but you should be using enough to get a good essay out of, right? So he's going to start with euphemism, give good examples, quote from the primary source, and show us exactly where he's getting his ideas from, and then discussing those ideas. So just throw out, here's a euphemism. Tell us what do you think the euphemism is and why it's doublespeak. Because, of course, not all euphemism is doublespeak, right? Then he moves on to weasel words. And again, gives a definition of the weasel words, and then starts getting into the speech and gives us examples of weasel words, telling us why they're weasel words and what's happening, and how that language is being used kind of against us or to manipulate us to think a certain way. Then he moves on to inflated language. I kind of lumped in inflated language, gobbledygook, and bureaucraties into one category. You may end up separating it out depending on your particular topic. But again, he's going to give the definition. Then he's going to get into some good examples. But notice a lot of this is giving good examples, developing those examples, and developing good paragraphs through those examples. Then we get to the conclusion. Probably going to tell us to be careful of what we're seeing. Complaining a little bit here, it's kind of repeating the essay, and the conclusion wants you to kind of take us out to the big picture. What are we supposed to get from your analysis? How should we approach political speech or advertisements? Because they all use doublespeak. Does it mean we should just ban all advertisements and all political speech? Well, probably not. But should we be a little more educated about how language is being used so we understand what's being said or what's not being said to us? Then he has his references page, looking pretty good there. Should be on its own page there. But that's basically how the essay should work. Again, you're going to start with a general definition of doublespeak, introduce your primary source, give your thesis, then the body of your essay is you going through the different types of doublespeak you're seeing within that advertisement or speech or whatever you're using. And then, of course, your brilliant conclusion, and you got yourself an essay. It's a difficult topic to think about. It's not always easy. If you get stuck, I'm certainly happy to help. But if you have any questions, be sure to let me know. And we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.